I am very excited for this. Oh yeah. Alright, we're going to do a quick one here where I'm going to make a Chicago style pizza. However, this time I'm going to do my best to make a Pequod style pizza. So if you're familiar with Pequods in Chicago, they're renowned for their crust on the edge. So I'm going to do my best to try to recreate that here. I'm also going to make it the same way. And this time I'm going to use raw Italian sausage instead of cooked Italian sausage. And so we'll see how that goes. First, we want to get our dough out, dust our surface, and then plop it right out. And we've got a nice dough here. This has been in the fridge for about 4 days now, so this is probably the longest I've let dough go, but I'm just gonna quickly form this out to be a nice big circle. Needs to be at least 13 inches because this pan is 13 inches wide by 2 inches tall. I'm just going to stretch that real quick. I'm going to put this directly in to the pan. I'm going to let the pan do most of the work. Back side of a knife, just go like that. Reinforce the dough a little bit right there. It's also really thin spots and you don't want to have anything too thin. I've seasoned the pan with butter again, unsalted butter, so that's nothing new there. I'm just going to quickly push this in because we don't want the crust to be too thick. It might be a little bit uneven. Alright, that's the start, and we're going to just let that sit for about 10-15 minutes or so to let it kind of do its little resting and come back to it. Alright, we've let it rest a little bit. We're going to go ahead and get started with the assembly. Something I also did differently is I tried to slice up my own provolone cheese. I also believe that Pequods uses mozzarella cheese, which I've got a little shredded mozzarella cheese here, so I'm going to be as close to them as possible, but it's not going to be exactly the same. So, as usual, we do our cheese base first. So we're going to stick that up just like that. And we want to try to cover the base as much as possible. And I've also got some mozzarella cheese I'm going to drape over here as well. And this I'm going to try to get up on the crust as high as I can, just so we can get some of that extra goodness. Okay, I think we're good on cheese. Got a pretty good coverage. It's not perfect, but it'll do. Next, which is unique for Pequods, is I'm going to actually do sauce with the pepperoni and sausage on top of that. So we'll do the sauce. This is a slightly warmed sauce. It's about 2 cups worth. And then we're going to throw on a bunch of pepperoni. Alright, there's your pepperoni base, and then, this is the one I'm most nervous about, we're going to use our Italian sausage. So they seem to just kind of get it really thin and toss it right on top. Probably good. Good coverage there. Alright, now that we've got all that on there, I'm going to throw a little bit of Parmesan right on top, just for funsies as usual, and throw it right into the oven. 500 degrees for about 30 minutes total. I think we're ready to go. gosh, yes it is. Oh, yes. She looks amazing. I am very excited for this. I'm gonna let it sit for just a minute in there, and then I'm gonna scoop it right out, but I'm just gonna make sure it's easy to get out still. Yeah, it should be easy to get out. Yeah, we should be good. All right, we're gonna let it sit for just a minute, and then I'll take it out. I wanted to let it sit a little bit longer. Let's get it from the good side. That isn't breaking up a little bit. Okay. Oh yeah. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. You can do it. You can do it. It's out. It's not perfect, but it's out. Let's shift that right back. Perfect. All right, we got ourselves a deep dish pizza. Nice and clean exit. And I'm gonna let it sit for a little bit longer. Oh, that crust feels good. It's a lot thicker on the outside than I intended. We'll see how that actually pans out in the execution of this. But there's a lot of cheese in there holding it up. So I'm gonna let it rest for another minute or so, and then I'm gonna come back and cut it. And this I'm gonna use a little big knife to cut it. All right, let's cut this bad boy open. See how she looks. Hoping for the best. Oh yeah, that looks great. Oh yes, she's greasy, but it looks great. Nice and thick crust, nice and wet down there. A little bit wet, but not too bad. Mostly greasy. Anyways, that's how you make a Pequod style Chicago deep dish. I'm gonna go eat this.